Over the last decade, public sector organisations in Wales have been placing more focus on designing and developing digital public services. Now, often they've done that without many standards, frameworks or guidance from which to work. Now, that can lead to inconsistencies in the way that relatively similar or familiar services have been developed. It can also mean lots of different but related organisations working in silos. What we've seen through this work is that actually can create some frustrating and really disjointed experiences for service users. It can also mean that there's not a great deal of sharing of lessons learnt and best practice amongst that community developing and designing those public services. This research has really looked to understand if there would be a benefit and there would be a real value in Wales having its own design system. That would benefit those that are developing and designing those public services here in Wales, but ultimately it would benefit people like you and me, the people of Wales that are looking to access those services.
So we've all had that one maths teacher who has asked us to show our workings, and the end result is as important as how we get there. So for us, working in an agile way on this discovery has really meant being able to start a dialogue with stakeholders across Wales and open up opportunities to spread our findings beyond the borders of Wales too, into places like Scotland and the UK. That's particularly important for a design system, which is all about working in the open. In public services, design systems are shareable products, and they help whoever needs to use them to make the delivery of public services better. It's also meant that we've been able to do a whole mashup of exciting things, from show and tells to week notes to blogs, and it's meant that the whole team has been able to get involved in a multidisciplinary way. There's a temptation sometimes when you get given a problem like this to squirrel yourself away, work on it and pop out at the end and say, here's our finished product. That's not what this discovery has been about. It's very much been about learning from others, finding out things that we didn't know existed, sharing that with the community and starting conversations that are going to take the insights into further stages in a really meaningful way.
Mae fe'n anodd ar hyn o bryd i weid pa effaith mae'r gwaith wedi cael ar y sector cyhoeddus o ran mesur yr effaith. Ond os ni'n edrych ar yr ymateb i'r galwad ath mas i ofyn i bobl i ddod i siarad â ni, beth yw'r gwaith maen nhw'n wneud pob dydd, oedd yr ymateb yn anhygoel. Gathon ni sgwrsau â dros 30 o bobl, ac o'n nhw'n rili keen i rhannu dyn ni y sialensiau maen nhw'n cael, y syniadau maen nhw'n cael, a'r pethau maen nhw'n meddwl bod yn gwella gwasanaethau cyhoeddus digidol ar draws Cymru. Mae wedi bod yn rili dda trwy'r sesiynau dangos a dweud ni wedi wneud i allu ymadrodd yn ôl yr hyn maen nhw wedi gweud wrthon ni. A fi'n meddwl o ran yr effaith ar gwasanaethau cyhoeddus yng Nghymru ar hyn o bryd o ran y gwaith yma, just bod ni'n gallu dangos i pobl bod ni wedi deall y problemau sydd â nhw a'r syniadau sydd â nhw, a yn gallu gweithio tuag at newid pethau iddyn nhw, unai trwy'r cyflwyniad o'r system ddylunio, neu trwy yr effaith o dod â pobl â'i gilydd sy'n neud yr un swydd, sy'n trio anelu at yr un peth. Mae hwnna yn effaith arbennig fi'n meddwl ar hyn o bryd mor gynnar yn yr gwaith ni wedi wneud.
What's been really enjoyable with working with CDPS is that both Perago and CDPS share the same vision and aim, which is to improve digital services in Wales for both those who create the services and those who use them. CDPS' long expertise in design and user research complemented perfectly Perago's experience in helping organisations build better services through design transformation and user design. Perago and CDPS also have very different audiences. Perago has long-standing experience with working with those that sponsor digital services in Wales, and CDPS, through the communities of practice, has access to a very engaged audience of design and service designers. The collaboration between CDPS and Perago has been a great example of the digital service expertise that already exists within Wales.
It's been a busy few months with the Design System for Wales discovery. We've spoken to 27 different organisations designing digital public services in Wales, and over 30 people have taken the time to really feed in their views individually. We've also conducted a survey which has given us some great detailed insight into how people go around designing digital public services. And we've spoken to companies and even countries about the design systems which they use. So from this really robust research base, we've now developed some recommendations and some really clear findings about what this could mean for the future. We'll look forward to sharing those with the team at the CDPS in the coming weeks and providing the CDPS with a clear set of recommendations for them to consider about what the future for a design system in Wales may look like and what their role may be within that.